I think he's got so much more to do.
And in terms of the hottest label in the game right now, or the hottest crew, who would you say is the hottest crew right now? I would personally say, I would give it.
Really?
I don't know.
Hottest crew?
Because I mean, if we're talking about commercially, like who's selling the most records?
It's Young.
Technically, yeah, it's Young Money, and I hate to say that, but lyrically, content-wise, I can't say that at all. And then it's funny because even though Maybach Music is pretty much only Rick Ross, Wale, and Meek Mill, because I'm sorry, Pill isn't doing anything with his life.
Oh my God.
Raise your hand if you're a Pill fan.
Pill's pretty good on that remix.
Anyway.
You that
I'm saying it like no, because like I just listened to Ambition last night. Like, oh my goodness, Maybach Music is probably just like they're organizing a coup in front of the White House. Like that's what I feel like they're doing with rap music. Like they're trying to take over in the most blatant fashion, and it's kind of working. Like I'm sorry, but when it comes to content,
You think it's working?
okay, when it comes to content, look at the statistics. Like, I think the last 4 albums that Rick Ross has come out with have had a number 1, number 2 album release. Wale killed it on Ambition. Like, if he doesn't sell at least 100,000 copies of this album in his first week, I'd be shocked. Like, this is quality music. Listen to Ambition. Like, the music on there is just, it's incredible.
So you're saying Maybach Music?
I'm not saying they're number 1, but I say they're a close second.
Would you say
But I would
Nation
say,
at this point?
I would say good music. I would say
good music. They are very
Sorry.
formidable. A
I mean,
very formidable crew. Big
think
Sean,
about it.
Sci-Hi the Prince, who's a monster. A
One of
monster.
my favorite Southern rappers right now.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
You got Pusha T.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. It's like Big Sean had a crazy album.
And then of course
Kanye's
Kanye's
exactly.
a
He's coming out with
beast.
another album?
I mean,
Kanye's-
he's
he's-
still working on music. I mean, right now he's
Okay.
on tour, but like
Yeah.
he hasn't stopped.
And of
Watch the
course,
Throne was just ridiculous.
Exactly.
And then you got
Ridiculous.
Common.
Especially how they got Paris.
Exactly. You got
on
Common.
air.
Yep. Exactly. Paris is
Like
number
Paris.
1. No, Paris has just been. It's
Really?
been, it's number 1 on the
And I'm
Billboard
shocked
chart.
because it's one of those good songs that it belongs on the album.
Exactly.
And it's like everyone who are like everyone's, everyone who's fans,
Yep.
they're like, this is the best song. Can't believe it's on the
Mhm.
radio. And they just slipped that song.
And now we made it to number 1 on the Billboard charts.
Yeah, it's like-
that song.
what do you
with
think?
that song with that
Right.
title.
What do you think about the Shady 2.0 crew, Slaughterhouse
Shady
and Yellow?
2.0.
I think it's extremely promising.
I think it is promising. I was a Slaughterhouse fan when they first came out.
Yeah.
I think now, I think it's hard because I can see the frustration in their music. The fact that, no, I'm sorry, they're some of the best lyricists in the game.
They are.
As a collective, but not enough people appreciate them. And I think they're frustrated, and I think, I'm hoping Eminem can give them what they're looking for, which is a promising career, a little longevity, and respect. But I don't know if it's going to happen. I mean, at the end of the day, people aren't going to respect your lyricism if you can't give them a hit. And
Sure.
honestly, I'm sorry, but that's an even trade-off. Like, if people are going to say, you know what, you can be as lyrically crazy as you want to be, you can hit me with the most metaphorical stuff in music, but you can't do that until you give me a hit record. I think that's fair. Like,
Yes.
why is that something people can't ask for? And I think the problem with Slaughterhouse is that they're so focused on not being commercial that they're not going to get America's respect.
They have one song that was commercial.
Exactly, like
The One.
Yeah, the one.
The
And
one was very commercial.
It was.
Do you think
but-
that? So you think that when it comes to Shady 2.0, Yellow, I guess Eminem's idea is that Yellow's going to carry the banner with Radioactive,
Mhm,
and then it's going to lead into Slaughterhouse, and hopefully Slaughterhouse will keep up the momentum,
mhm.
and then he'll start building and building. Do
Exactly.
you think that that's a realistic idea, or
I think it's an idea. I don't know, because I mean,
because that's definitely the idea? You can definitely see it in work.
so I'm on Twitter, and what's been trending lately is the trending topic. 2011 music has taught me. So you're supposed to basically fill in the blank with whatever 2011 music taught you.
Yeah.
What does it taught you?
And what it's taught me is that, like, honestly, nothing is predictable anymore. Like, just when you think somebody's going to do one thing, they're going to do another. The fact that Watch the Throne did not leak,
Is amazing.
like, the first...
That is amazing.
First album that's ever been hyped
That's-
to that
that
degree that
never
like,
was leaked.
Like, it's
That's
crazy.
amazing.
Like,
And it
20...
was-
like,
You know how
yeah,
tight that
It
computer
was being
situation
high
is?
for like 2 years straight.
Exactly, yeah.
Because when even when Jay-Z dropped Blueprint 3,
Yep.
even when
They were
Kanye
talking
West
about
dropped My Dark Twisted Fantasy,
Yep.
everyone was
All
like,
those
yeah,
things.
these are good albums, but we're
waiting for
the
what?
collaboration.
Exactly.
No one knew the title of the album, but everyone knew that they were you know, coming together.
Yeah, I was almost convinced during the summer that 2 weeks out I would go on the internet and I'd get Watch the Throne because it would be leaked. Some hacker would have got it. I'm amazed at that. And I think another amazing thing, I'm going to make a prediction here based on this single and the fact that No ID, it's just him and No ID for the entire album. I'm going to predict that The Dreamer and the Believer by Common is going to be the most underrated but most superb album, rap
His
album.
last two albums, like B. Like,
B was extreme. It was really good.
It was good, but
That's
it's
one
still
of my favorite.
underrated,
That's one of my
though.
favorite albums.
It didn't do the numbers that people thought it should.
I know.
Common doesn't do, he's not
Um,
at that level yet.
I forgot the name of the title.
Sure.
I forgot the title of the song. But
Blue Sky?
The song that he did with Mary J. back
Come
in the
Close?
day. Come Close.
Yes.
I was talking to my friend recently, and like she was watching the video. I'm like, oh, this is one of my favorite songs. And she was like, what? It did. Like she was like, this is the first time I ever heard of him. And Common's one of those.
Common's one of the best in the game.
He's one of the great. He's one of those best. He's one of those good rappers that would never. Well, it's hard for him to get attention. It's just that he's controversial.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what we need though.
I think
something. A lot of people, they pretend to be controversial, and you know, create controversy, but he's doing it the right way, I
Exactly.
believe. In terms of being educated and like, you know, this is this.
Okay, I want to play this song because I love this No ID production. I just love the sound of it. It's amazing. It's a great new sound for him. This is Common's new single. It's Blue Sky. You're listening to Dosage on WHCL 87 FM.